Hi everyone, it's Joe here at the Leeds Drum Academy again, and welcome to another video. Today I have something really cool to share with you guys. It's basically something that most of you are probably very familiar with, which is the paradiddle. But we are going to invert and permutate this paradiddle, which in other words means we're going to shift where it starts. So basically I use like a six steps approach to this with my students and on our private lessons. But today I'm going to shoot a video in 3 parts. So basically I'm going to try to condense everything and show you this as fast as I can. And my first step is always learn the sticking. So if you are very familiar with the paradiddle, good for you. You're already you're on the way to learn all these exercises. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to shift the paradiddle or permutate the paradiddle 1/16th note. So the doubles, instead of being on the and they're going to be on the 2. Okay? So we're going to start with a right, left, left. You still want to start with the right hand, just, you know, if you're right-handed, of course, just for comfort. We do want to keep the accent on the quarter note. The reason why we want to do this is because we are going to apply this paradiddle permutation exercise to a groove. So basically, you still want to get that fat 2 and 4 from your snare, so it sounds like a proper beat. Eventually, we will also shift the accents and get different combinations, but for starters, let's keep the accent on the quarter note. Plus, because the double is now on the 2, it will create, hopefully, and I mean this truly, hopefully it will create a technical issue that you will need to overcome, which is the fact that the first stroke of the double is quiet and the second stroke of the double is an accent. So technique-wise, we will go about this using an upstroke, downstroke kind of motion. And this is what that looks like. So now the full paradiddle, the permutated version of the paradiddle, so 1/16th note forward, is going to sound like this, accenting the numbers, the quarter notes. Here we go. Alright, so that's your first variation of the paradiddle. Now, if we permutate the paradiddle again, we will have the doubles in the beginning. Again, an interesting technical challenge, because this time you have a double stroke roll with an accent on the first stroke, but a ghost note on the second. So for this, we're going to definitely use a downstroke for the accent, and then just play a tap stroke on that second double. What you're going to need to control is the rebound of your stick, because if you allow your stick to do this, on that first accent, it's going to be really hard to play that ghost note. So what you got to get used to is to do this. So now you're very close to this drum head and you can do that. Okay, so let's practice that. Let's play the whole paradiddle starting with the doubles. Here we go. Alright, so that's your sticking. Now, the next permutation, next variation is doubles in the middle. This one, I find it to be easier than the previous 2, because now the doubles are in the middle. You don't have to accent any of the doubles. You just got to accent a single stroke, which is basically what you already do when you play a regular paradiddle. So, let's see how that looks like. There you go. 4 permutations. Those are your options. Practice the stickings separately, and then when you feel very comfortable, try to make this a little routine play the first position, which is our traditional paradiddle, accenting the quarter note. Go to the first permutation or second variation. Now the doubles go A2, A3, A4, A1, still accenting the quarter note. And then third variation, doubles in the beginning, 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E, accenting the quarter note or the numbers. And then finally doubles in the middle. So you play that as a routine. It sounds like this. Hopefully, just a quick note, hopefully, if you close your eyes or if someone else is listening to your exercise, they won't be able to tell the difference between first, second, fourth, or third, fourth variation because of the accent. So let's see how that sounds like and looks like. All right, so as you can tell, the difference is minor. And of course it's going to be there because we are using different techniques, but the more you work on this, the more you fine-tune the exercise, your motions, and that's very important. Stick heights, make sure you're actually playing upstroke, downstrokes, the tap strokes exactly where they should be. That's going to clean your exercise and you're going to make you sound fluent. Alright, on the second part, we're going to learn a couple of combinations using toms and to create some drum fills, some cool ideas between hi-hat and snare. And then the third part, we're going to work on grooves using this. And I'm going to show you my 3 steps process to get them. I'll see you guys later. Take care.